Israel lobby is never absent. Whenever anything happens related to Palestine, it is there. And when it comes to the peace process, they have always been a shaping force, intertwining, interweaving, intervening their presence, and at the same time maintaining their, I don't want to say control, but their influence every step of the way. Since its inception, there's a sense of ownership, that the peace process is owned by the Israeli lobby in many ways because they're looking out for the interests of Israel all the time. Most influential, of course, AIPAC and its Washington Institute for Near East Policy, as you know, as a think tank that has probably had the most direct say in terms of the peace process itself. Now, they influenced substance, structure, procedure, and priorities and objectives in the peace process. They influenced terms of reference, and they influenced also the players, and predominantly the US role in the peace process. People in the White House, who are not only lobbyists and advocates, but who are active supporters of settlement. So it's not enough to have settlers in the Israeli coalition government. Now you have settlers in the White House. This is incredible. So they don't need to lobby. They are decision makers. Either they are influencing policy or they are making policy. And that's why American policy was so distorted, because they played a significant role in framing and defining the discourse and perceptions, but went beyond that to manipulating the verbal public space. You've heard this construct, Israel and Palestinians. It's never Israel and Palestine. It's never Israel and the Palestinians. It's Israel and Palestinians that we found by the wayside. Nikki Haley at the UN voted against Salam Fayyad, vetoed the appointment of Salam Fayyad as Deputy Secretary General to Guterres. Why? Because the appointment had the word Palestine. So we are guilty for existing. We are guilty because we have an identity. We are guilty because we are members of Palestine, the Palestinian nation. The Palestinians are always on probation, on good behavior. We have to prove that we deserve our rights. We have to prove that we deserve human recognition. It's a test. We have to demonstrate that we are worthy, a test of merit. The Palestinians don't think that the two-state solution is a fair or just solution. It was a major, painful compromise by the Palestinians. So it's not our aspiration to give away 78% of our land. It is a compromise that we made in order to give our children a future and a life in freedom and dignity, and to exercise our right to self-determination. And now Israel and probably the world are not very keen on seeing it happen. We are a nation with our rights, with our history, with our culture, and we abide by international law. And I don't believe any other country in the world is allowed to discriminate against a people because it wants to maintain the ethnic or religious purity of its own entity at all. Maybe we need to de-Zionize Israel rather than Zionize the Palestinians.